Hi, this is Chad from Skeleton in St. Louis, Missouri, and this is a demonstration video for the TopSecret app that I built for FileMaker Go. This program is designed for kids. My daughter went through a spy phase when she thought anything having to do with spies was super cool, and in fact she still might be in that phase. This app is for emailing encoded messages. There's four main functions. Will be encoding, sending, receiving, and then decoding. There's no real information stored in the application. It's all about the current message. This app has screens that are designed for the iPad, the iPhone, and to work on the computer. I'll be working from the iPad to demonstrate how to use the system, and then we'll take a look at some of the screenshots on the iPhone. This is showing you in FileMaker Pro right now because the graphics look like this, and the technology I have for showing the iPad on the screen to record this video are going to make everything a little blurrier. So I just wanted to show it to you first in the real version so you can see what it looks like. Okay, here we are on the iPad, and the first thing I want to show you is how the screen flips. So it's set up in landscape mode right now, and as I turn the iPad, we'll get to see the screen change. So this screen is set up where in one mode you see some of the layout, and the other mode it slides out and you see this little information bar on the side. So let's encode some text. First of all, before I go any further, let me point out that on both the iPad, the desktop, and the iPhone screen, this section over here to the left is on all those screens, and really this is just a fun little section for the kids so that they can have some information. And so for example, whenever we click here for instructions, we get a message like this. Scary. And then when we hit continue, we're just kidding. So the instructions really are not there. That's why we need a video to teach you how to use the system. So today marks the 225th anniversary of the signing of the United States Constitution. So we're going to use some sample text here. It comes from the Constitution, the first preamble there. So as we look at this, we have some sample text now, and what we have to do is we have to choose a code. There are 26 codes available to encode your text, and so if we go to the code section here, we can choose code to use. And so the code's going to be important to use whenever we encode something, and we have to use the same code when we decode it as well. So now we've got it a code set. I'll just click the encode button or tap the encode button, and you can see that all my text changed to an encoded version. And let's go ahead and send that to myself. So I'll click on the send button, and you'll get to see the email that comes up. In the email, we're trying to explain what's going on to the person and help them through the process. So they'll get a subject like this, and then some instructions in the body of the email for what to do, and I'll be demonstrating this here momentarily. So let's go ahead and click send on that, and that will go off. And we'll wait for that to come through, and I'll show you how to receive it and decode it. Okay, so now we're ready to receive our message, and I'm going to go ahead and modify the system here just so that I can clear everything out and we can accurately pretend that somebody else is sending me this message via email. So I will we'll just say backspace there to get rid of everything, and let's change our code to something else because I've been playing with this, let's say, and I've got been using my encoding something to send messages myself, and so now it's time to receive this message. So let's flip over to my mail, and this is the message we just sent a couple minutes ago. And so what you're going to do is just follow the instructions on the screen. You get to copy the text between the start and end copy tags, and so I'll do that like such, hit copy, and then I'm just going to click the link right down below that. Now this is the link I'll be clicking right here, but I'll notice I've also got a link at the bottom where you can download this. This is still a sample video. That's probably not the download link that will eventually be at. In fact, that's probably not a good link at all. So anyway, just want to point that out. Don't go to this link. Wait for the notes of this video, and we'll make sure to put the link in there. But on the screen here, I'm going to go ahead and click this FMP link, so it will open TopSecret for me. And at that point, it loads the text for me, and it automatically selects the code. If you remember, we cleared out the text, and we changed the code to code 4. And so now we're going to decode it. Well, of course, decoding has to be password protected, or else we're likely to get somebody to try to steal our messages. So I'll tap in the password here. The password is skeleton key. And I'll hit OK. And then we'll get our information decoded for us. Also, you have the option to reset that password to anything you want. So if we'll go up here to our little gear window and say perform script, and we'll choose reset password, then we have the option to go through a process here where we can change our password. If I could type it. Enter the old password first, and then we can enter the new password. And enter the new password again. And the password's been reset. So that password that you get hit with whenever you're trying to decode it, you can make that whatever you want. This is the landscape layout for the iPhone. We've got this in a picture format. I don't have a great way to share my iPhone screen right now, but this is a decent picture. So on the landscape side, we can enter the text here. We have our sneaky little information panel here with our nice little click here for instructions, which does the same thing as the iPad. And then we've got the portrait screen, which looks like this. And so we've got the text box there and our code selector. We can encode it, decode it, and send our correspondence. That's it. Overall, TopSecret's a pretty simple little app. It's just a lot of fun and made for encoding, sending messages, receiving those messages, and decoding the messages. As always, if you have questions, feel free to email me at chad.adams@skeletonkey.com. And thanks a lot.